we've got a little bit extra for you on today's Endurance Countdown. It's been 40 years since the Bathurst race changed from 500 miles to 1,000 kilometres. And who better to talk to us about how the race has changed over the last 4 decades than the iconic man himself, Dick Johnson.
So Dick, it's 40 years this year since Bathurst went to a 1,000 kilometre race from the old Bathurst 500.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, isn't it? And obviously 73 was my very first race at Bathurst, so 40 years ago I took part in the very first 1,000k race.
Yeah, and there was a big milestone last year in 2012, 50 years of the endurance race, and this year there's big milestones as well in 40 years of the 1,000k race.
Yep. And
also it's the 75th anniversary of Mount Panorama, the circuit.
Well, look, there's always something to celebrate at Mount Panorama, and one would hope that this year that'll be our team that'll win another race there. So there's a lot of things that we've had good times, we've had bad times up there, but that's the nature of the place, and I think it's going to be a cracker of a race this year.
It will be, and surely it would be fitting if a DJR car had won, because 1973, 40 years ago, was your first Bathurst.
Well, it's not something we want to replicate in the 83 job, but 73 was a good year for us in the, believe it or not, in an XU1 Tirana with Bob Forbes in the Nixdorf Tirana, and that was good for us because we ended up coming 5th outright, which was a good thing. And it was in the days when you used to work on the car in the back of the pits. It was only a Saturday-Sunday race, and Saturday practice and Sunday race, and I remember on the Friday or the Saturday morning we were up at Orange just finishing the exhaust off on the car. So to go to Bathurst and do 1,000k was a pretty good effort. Yeah,
that is quite a good story actually, because you were towing the car to Bathurst and you had to stop at Orange at a service station and fix the exhaust up.
Yeah, well, we never quite got the thing finished because we ran out of oxyacetylene at work, and it was in the middle of the night, so we just put it on the trailer and organised with the Shell servo at Orange there that we could go in and sort of finish the exhaust off. So that was for us a real achievement, just then to go to Bathurst and end up in the top 5.
That was another area, but they're fabulous stories, Dick, aren't they? This day and age, it's all about technology, but those days it was real grassroots, garage-ish type stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of it was very, very amateurish in a lot of ways. A lot of the guys, I don't think there was anyone that was a full-time race driver in those days, and to be quite honest, I think there was a number of factory teams there where you had the Ford team and the Holden team and things like that. But other than that, mate, there were just a bunch of guys that love motor racing and went out there to have a real good time, which we did.
Well, stay tuned to speedcafe.com because tomorrow we'll be back into our regular Crimsafe Endurance Countdown.
Buying security screens? Most Crimsafe lookalikes can pop out in just a few seconds, but the real Crimsafe doesn't, thanks to its patented screw clamp. Cheap lookalikes can pop out because they're only held in with a piece of plastic. But Crimsafe screw clamp locks the mesh and spreads the impact. Crimsafe resists attack and corrosion, and now has the ultimate warranty, 15 years. Ask for a demonstration today, because if it's not Crimsafe, it's not Crimsafe.
And third, a tremendous start from not only John Goss from pole, but from Johnny French, who puts himself into an even better...
Watch is on. Peter Brock. Oh, Moffat is trying. He threw the tail out there as they came down. Brock taking a very tight line, more than he meant to, I think, as he went way over the white warning marker there. Down to the dipper. He's right on the tail of the Falcon now, having closed up